Okay, now I realize a lot of people that like local church are really into the Scofield reference edition, so this is going to be focusing on that particular edition for those who are interested. I was raised in the church there, and yet we used Scofield a lot. I thought that was the only kind of Bible there was growing up, so, you know. So for those of us who are aware of Scofield, I mean, I don't use it so much anymore, but I grew up with it, and I know a lot of people still love it. So I kind of wanted to do a video comparing the different Scofield editions that local church puts out. And this is their standard Scofield edition. They just call it the hand size classic. And this is the designer series. It's got the blue leather. And I bought this one. One of the first ones I bought for my son, top grain cowhide. He moved on to the better, in his opinion, better executive series. But this is a December '09 edition of the 265. And this gives you a basic idea of the layout of how big the page is. There's no margin really on the side, just a hair. So I'm gonna lay that to the side. I have all three sizes. This is the mid-size Scofield, and this is the executive calfskin with the red cover, which I really honestly don't use much because I just don't use Scofield much anymore. I've had this one sitting in still in the paper actually on my shelf. I gave a couple of them away because I bought a few of these red ones when I first got into them. So, but luckily I still have one, so I can do a comparison video. So you can see that the margin, the margin is a little larger on that one. They call that the mid-size. The font is the same size, so they don't really change that. Just they give you a little more margin around the edge. So be aware of that, and it's a lot thicker than the standard size. A lot longer too. Well, not a lot, but substantially larger Bible for your information there. And the bottom one, this is the top grain cowhide designer series. There we go. Get a shot of the spine. Real thin, but this is the wide margin, and the text still the same size. The font is still the same size, but as you can see here, you got a margin on the gutter side, the bottom side, and they're about the same, and the one on the outside and the top is a little larger. So if you really love wide margin and you love Scofield, this is the Bible for you. Now bear in mind, it's going to have a pretty large footprint, and this is the hand size classic sitting on top of it. You know, it's going to be a little thinner actually than the hand size. I'm assuming that's due to the paper, maybe. It's got some really good paper in it. My favorite paper, though, overall, is going to be in this mid-size one. They go above and beyond with the paper in these. I don't know what they do differently, but I can see and feel the difference. And it has the least amount of ghosting also. So whatever they do there, I like. So there are your Scofields from local church. They do have a large print Scofield, which I don't have one anymore. But you know, for the guys that have talked to me that really love the Scofield Bible, and here it is with the little cameo they just put out. That Bible looks like a little pygmy on top of that wide margin. But you know, giving you an idea of the size of the Bibles themselves. You know, the font is going to be the same, like I said, in all three of them. But that wide margin, man, that's pretty giant. And I have used this some when I first got it. I think it was more of a novelty item. I wanted to carry this thing to church, like, boom, you know. Somebody talks about, you know, having so many Bibles, but I feel like, you know, somebody's going to have a knife is going to need more than one for various jobs. You don't use the same knife for every type of cutting, and the Bible's a sword. And sometimes you just need a different size sword, or you might need one with references. You might need a study Bible. You might want one with a wide margin to take some notes in. You might want a smaller size one just to carry with you to read while you're getting your tires rotated, you know. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with having them, you know, as long as you're not, you know, overdoing it as far as, you know, I'm not feeding my children or, you know. That's a personal conviction. And, you know, that's come up occasionally. And if you have any YouTube videos, anybody out there who knows, you're going to get comments about things like that. And most of these are done for informational purposes. Yes, I've purchased all of these. Local church Bible publishers does not send me Bibles to review. So yes, I paid for these. But I don't apologize for it. I feel like it's beneficial to people that are watching that maybe couldn't afford to buy this many, and they can only afford to buy one. And the more I can show on a video, the more informed purchase they can make and spend less money. So, and then, you know, I'll probably end up giving most of them away eventually, because that's usually what I end up doing as I meet people and the Lord leads. So anyway, didn't mean to get off on a tangent there, but sometimes I feel like I gotta make a comment to kind of address some concerns. But I hope that this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching. Maranatha.